So one has already started, and we're going to see it live here, camera 2. So that's camera 2 at the bottom. People have the option of going to camera 2 just to get a different angle. All right, and it should. I'm sure you should start.
This is our microphone. Really? Wow.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah. Very cool.
And go on camera 2. What's going on? Starting soon.
What time are we at actually though?
Start broadcast. Okay, it's on air. Let's see if it's on the site.
Well, hi everybody. When he says action, his
Yeah.
name will start
So yeah, we
talking,
can
'cause the
we can
main
still,
camera,
you know,
A is not
yeah,
working, just
yeah.
like-
The most important camera here is this one right here. So the show is on. People are looking at us right now. It's just we're not presenting the show yet. We haven't gotten into the show yet,
Right.
which is fine. They can hear everything that I'm saying, which is okay, because the most important camera here is this one right here.
Oh,
When that
okay.
says action, guys, for all of you that are listening, when I say action, that's when the show really starts.
Showtime.
We're still kind of, you know, getting to where we need to be so you can access all parts of where we're broadcasting easily.
So the
So
website
let's
is
just make sure.
Hollywood.tv.
WatchHollywood.tv.
Ah, what? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so, okay, so we got that. So let's try something else. There's always a little technical something, you know, that you get past. Once we get past it, I always usually.
I can see my friends. Can I
Right.
text them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, you could hold your phone. I think we could,
Yeah, it's more, and it's more
You
live.
could-
It's more, yeah.
like,
real,
oh, I just let
yeah.
my friends know what happened.
Actually, no. I have to call my mom up first.
Hi,
Oh,
Mom.
so cute.
Can you see me, mom? You feel proud.
All right,
I think
So
my mom
that's
is watching.
camera. Let's go to our page.
I think she'd be so excited just if she heard that right now.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, on air. Let's update our on air page so that those folks that are dialing in. All right.
Άρη, είναι τελικά στο είναι watchhollywood.tv.
Oh, you are live.
Πρέπει να είσαι στο watch, δηλαδή βλέπω. Ναι, watch. Yes,
Watch Hollywood.
One word.
Yes.
Yes. Μία λέξη στο watchhollywood.tv.
All right, sweet.
Εντάξει, Άρη μου. Ναι, γιατί σου στείλε ναι. Οκ, ευχαριστούμε. Bye bye.
Okay, yeah, we've actually been live for like 30 seconds because I put a 30-second delay. Hey, look at you. Nice. Downstairs, yeah. How you doing? Oh yeah, totally. So
Starting in 30 seconds.
all right, guys, we're still doing a lot of backstage stuff. So yeah.
Do you have time to come again?
Yes. Oh, there we go.
And then Periscope. Periscope is going to ask you to go. It's going to ask you to record. Location, enable camera. And that's it.
Σπύρο, να βάλεις watch, δηλαδή βλέπω Hollywood.
Oh, no. Yeah, you should do that.
Άρα θα ακούσεις και εσύ τη φωνή σου σε λίγο, τώρα που σου μιλάω με το κινητό.
Yep, it's on.
Γιατί είναι online, αυτό είναι και η πλάκα με αυτό το κανάλι, ξέρω ότι έχει νεαρό κόσμο και είναι όλα μαζί.
We're recording. Okay, so Periscope is recording. We're on Twitter. All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Can I leave this open?
It's go time. Yeah. Come on in.
Woohoo!
Lock the door and come on in. Yeah, just turn the. I'll do it. Get in here. position.
Are they watching?
Yeah, my
Oh,
brother.
they're already. I'm already on. I'm on. That's so awesome.
Yeah, you see? Now I'm talking to my brother.
You can be right here and you'll be fine. So, you can be right here and you'll be fine. So camera 2, camera 1, camera 3. Stay clear of this airspace and you're fine. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute this so we don't get any feedback. All right. Stefany, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's go time.
It's go time.
All right.
Oh, let's have fun.
So I'm going to cue you. Camera is rolling. Action. And then we start. All right. So camera is rolling. Should get your head in gear. Camera's rolling. All eyes on camera. Camera's rolling and action.
Hi, I'm Stefany Baclaan, your host for the 6th episode of the Internet's talk show on WatchHollywood.tv. Thank you for tuning in and good morning. Today I have a very special guest with us, Olympic Gold Medalist in artistic gymnastics, the ambassador of the Special Olympics, and the star of the play Sisyphus. Please welcome Ioannis Melissanidis. Hello.
What an introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. It's such a privilege and honor to be interviewing you today. You're amazing.
Thank you
A
for having me.
plethora of talents.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm very, very exciting because all these efforts for this Special Olympics, especially for the athletes, but also what we try to do during the Special Olympics, besides the activities of the sports, but with Sisyphus, we did very well. So I'm really, really happy and pleased. So we will speak about that.
Okay,
Yes.
we will get into that later. Also
Yes.
later, we will be meeting via Skype the director of Sisyphus, Elpida Skouphalou. But for now, we're going to get back to Ioannis. So, Ioannis, it is told that you are the youngest male to win the gold gymnastics ever.
At the Olympics.
Ever. At the Olympics, yes, sorry. Ever.
Well, that was a really, really beautiful journey and very, gymnastics, artistic gymnastics is one of the most difficult sports and one of the most beautiful sports at the same time. So I'm very happy and very grateful to my coach, Mr. Ioannis-Icarus Melissanidis, and to my parents, and of course to my people that they support this, journey and the dream, that we made. Not just a gold medal, but it was a record. That was the first gold for Greece in 100 years, and we still have the record as the youngest male Olympic champion in the history of gymnastics on the floor exercises.
Still holds the record, everybody. You are considered a national hero. Yes, you are. I have also read, let's get back to, you've started this journey.
Do you know, for me, national heroes are the people that they sacrifice their life literally for the country. What I have done, it was my ethical duty to represent my country, and I'm very honored. But heroes and national heroes are those people that have sacrificed their lives for something, like also Mandela from South America. It's South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So those people are really national heroes. What I've done, it was my ethical duty to represent my country.
And
Yes,
you did
yeah.
a very great
Yeah,
job doing so. You've been doing this since you were 8, 9 years old.
8 years old, yes.
I read, is it true that when you started and began gymnastics, weren't very supportive of this
Not
journey?
at all.
Not at all. He actually, is it true that you refused to eat for a few days on a hunger strike?
Hunger strike.
So that in order for his parents to support him and
to convince them that that my passion for gymnastics was real, and we made it. I convinced them after almost 2 days of food strike that this is what I really want to do. And then voila, after 10, 15 years, we got the triple trophy: European champion, world champion, and Olympic champion. So this is also a message to the parents, to some parents, that when they see their child, that they really has a strong motivation for something. It's not just a crazy child that he's super active. They have to see something behind that. What is in this strong motivation of 6 years old or 7 years old child?
Well, I think we once discussed the children are so intuitive and so innocent. So when they take on, or they know they want to do something, you should support that, because they don't know any better. They don't know.
Right.
That's just what they want to do. So that's exactly just what you wanted to do.
Yes.
You knew it.
Yes.
And look who you've become. It's amazing. I don't even know where to start. He is an Olympic champion, Olympic gold medalist in 94 and 96.
96, the Olympics in Atlanta, here in this
country. Atlanta,
yes,
in the US. Yeah. You have also, it is said that there are 2 elements on the vault that are named after you.
Yes. And the first one was in 1998, 2 years after the first Olympics in St. Petersburg, Russia. And we won the gold there. And then the second exercise named after me was after the Olympics in Sydney in 2001 on the vault. So there are exercises like Nadia Comaneci or Svetlana Kokina or Alexei Nemov. So when an athlete has enough courage to execute a very difficult element, either European, World, or Olympics games, then the International Olympic Committee, the International Gymnastics Federation, named this exercise after this athlete.
What a privilege.
What
an honor. What an honor, actually. Yes, that's amazing. Yeah. So at what point did you injure yourself? Did that stop you from pursuing in the Olympic field or pursuing being an athlete, or what happened?
Well, when you do gymnastics or any sports in high level, in many injuries, yes, it's like a natural thing. Well, most of the competitions I was either broken ribs. I did a World Cup with 2 broken ribs, and I got a bronze medal. I couldn't even breathe. My doctor said, you have to. We can't sign that you can compete. I said, well, you don't have to sign. I'm going to compete no matter what. The athletes have this Spartan heart. You grow up with this attitude. You are a fighter. You have to do it no matter what. And this is the beautiful message as well, that you're a real fighter. And so all these injuries are my medals. Like some great Baban parents, they say, well, this is from the Second World War.
It adds your character. It brings your character of who you
absolutely.
are.
So I'm very proud for my injuries.
Yeah. I have had my own. Yeah.
Very painful. Yeah.
I also learned, let's talk about how did training after the Olympics, after training, and you went into, let's go into your acting. You trained at RADA, which is the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, and also at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
In Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
Yes.
What years were those?
Well, in 2000, after the Olympics in 2004, I decided to, concentrate for my second passion, theater, and had the privilege that Irene Papas, this acclaimed actress, international actress, my mentor, my friend, prepared me as a coach for giving the auditions either to dramatic arts. So a couple of years of studies, but that, of course, a diploma or studying in one academy, another academy, doesn't make you an actor. So that's why I do not consider at the moment myself an actor, but an artist that I'm flirting seriously with theater.
Okay.
I mean, a diploma doesn't make you a good doctor. I mean, I am an athlete.
Correct.
I mean, I'm an athlete for sure. But I'm flirting seriously with theater.
I've been an athlete once. I was an athlete once.
Let me imagine diving, figure skating because you look beautiful, or marathon.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding,
I actually, I did run a full marathon in San Francisco. Barely making it. Oh my gosh, the journey through that.
But 42 kilometers. I mean, I don't know, miles. I don't
It's 24.6 miles.
Well, that's.
And no one was chasing me. I chose to do that.
No water at some point, I guess.
Let's go into a brief story real quick. At 21 miles, there was no water station. And I literally started crying and like, I'm gonna die. And this gentleman from the crowd ran, like scared me because he was running next to me fiercely, holding a bottle of water, and he gave me a bottle of water.
That's
and
beautiful.
I started crying even more, and I'm like, okay, I got this. Continue running. We get to mile 24. And right as I was approaching 24, there's chaos. There's ambulance, all kinds of things. Unfortunately, a marathon.
Had a heart attack?
Yes,
yeah.
and passed. And so as I'm approaching, you hear that somebody died. So for sure, I knew I was going to die. For sure, 24, I was going to die, and that was it. So my dramatic performance was, why?
But you made it. You made it. I mean, this is the message. I mean,
I made it. I made
beautiful
it.
thing that one person from the crowd, felt you, all this, determination that you had, and that was that close to, finished.
And it was for such a great cause.
Yes, yeah.
It was for AIDS Project LA.
Beautiful.
And so there was no way I was going to fail everybody. Thank you very much. But that's my athleticism right there.
Beautiful.
So my one question and my one interest is, what motivates a person to go from an Olympic gold medalist to go into acting?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, the official name of my sport is not gymnastics, but it's artistic
gymnastics.
So the day one that I started gymnastics, I started also classical ballet. So the piano, the classical music, the presentation, the way that you present yourself on stage, on the podium. Even those words that we're using, podium, stage, the same words that we were using, in the theater as well. There are many common things, and all this focus that you have to have in order to execute your routine, your performance in front of the audience. And our audience are different. They really have this quality, of respect. I mean, of course, all the audience, they are good, great, but our audience in gymnastics, they have an extra flavor of artistry. And of course, gymnastics is one of the most difficult sports. Flexibility, strength, it's the foundation, from my opinion, not only my opinion, all the sports. You need to have in order to be a gymnast. But at the same time, the judges judge the artistry and how great you are when, especially on the floor exercises. So all this artistry and theatricality were always inside me. And be Greek, and theater is, Greece. I mean, theater is birthplace. Yeah,
birthplace derived from Greece. Yes.
Always, I have this passion for the Greek tragedies, for the classics, the Shakespeare, Beckett, Brecht, Tennessee Williams. And then in 2004, that was the moment after the Olympics in Athens. I said, okay, now it's time for me to study and give a shot and try to do something that I really, really like it. Where that will, end up or whatever, we'll see in the future. But so far, I really enjoy this journey of the theater. It's beautiful that you learn so many things through all these great playwrights and all these characters. Because in every single character, even in Sisyphus, you can see many things of yourself that are deep inside you, that you never even have the courage to face them.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you had to dive deep into your soul.
It's also a psychological journey. I mean, you have to, you learn more and more things about yourself. Sometimes it's very scary.
So on this journey, it hasn't been a hop, skip, and a jump from going as an athlete to an actor, because it actually is one of the same kind of roles into
it's transformation, or it's not a jump in another field. It's you grow, and life is beautiful because there are many colors and variety of tastes and colors. So this is how I see my life. either as an Olympian athlete, either as an artist, either as a hiking or fishing or riding horses. I mean, this is the beauty of life, the variety.
Very nice.
Yeah. And be free spirit, be free spirit, and respect the other people. I mean,
you don't necessarily have to lock down to one profession. I mean, that's the beauty of this industry, or artistic. It all boils down to the same thing, though, is discipline, the commitment, and your heart and your passion of what you do. So you could do in a plethora of things and have the same passion for all of it.
Right. And have the right people, the right ensemble of people around you that they can believe or they will believe to the same dream that you have. So that it's not necessary to have many. Like I had my coach, my parents, my physical therapist, and my ballet teacher. 4 people, 5 people. In the theater, you can really connected with one director or with one producer or some couple of people. But it's always good to have an ensemble of people that they have the same motivation and the same dream and passion for to achieve something new and something higher and higher. Yeah, for your standards, not for other people's standards. For your standards. Once that you compliment yourself and you put the standards very high, then if the people they like it, it's beautiful. But what do? We do it first for ourselves to satisfy our personal needs. Without ego, it's a need. You need to be a playwright. You need to be a journalist, or you need to be an athlete. It's your need. At least this is how I.
And this is why you are where you are right now. I mean, you're an amazing individual. You are. You've done Hamlet.
In school,
in school. Okay, and this is when you were at the performing art, the dramatic arts.
Yes, yeah. Well, when you asked that you're in school, you do full productions of different plays, and I was lucky enough to have great professors and great teachers. And here in Sisyphus, I was very lucky. I was very fortunate that one of my beloved teachers, Mrs. Haynes, she's now the president of the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, where I was studying a few years ago.
Okay.
She came and see my performance on stage.
Of Sisyphus.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you have your teachers that you were teaching you about acting, about this and about that, having them now as an audience, it's
how proud are they?
Beautiful.
So proud, and that you can actually they've taught you something, and you can share that with them, and you can all revel in the success of what you've done, and they've taught you. So it's a beautiful relationship.
It's beautiful, and I owe everything, to my coach, to my parents, and to my teachers from my high school, primary school, my university when I was studying back there medicine, and then Royal Academy and American Academy. Without my professors, they inspire you.
The core of your support.
Yes.
The core of your support. I mean, everybody has to have a core of support somewhere.
Right.
I think, or you're alone and you don't really. It's not.
And you don't learn. I mean, when you
when
you have great professors, great teachers, great mentors, then you grow as a person.
I mean, every day you learn something. Every day is a growing. It is a work in progress. So I commend you.
Yes.
Let's talk about a little bit about Sisyphus. Before we get into that, I don't know when are we going to connect with Elpida? Should we connect with her shortly? Okay, let's talk about Sisyphus anyways. The difference, what was different for you doing Sisyphus compared to the other productions that you've done?
Well, it was a big challenge. It was this play inspired by Samuel Beckett, and Samuel Beckett is very avant-garde, dark, with full of light at the same time playwright. The challenge for me was this: you have to this play. You have to deliver a story with wordless, without using words.
Without words at all.
Yeah, but not as a mimic, or you have to deliver the story and the drama of the story and the tragedy of the story without using words. And great actors like Vanessa Redgrave, I think also Julianne Moore and Randy Pitaki in Greece, great actors and actresses have done this piece. And it is for an actor having words, it's you can deliver.
They've done the piece with words.
No,
without words as well.
Words,
okay,
acting without words.
Okay.
So using words in Hamlet or in Electra or Antigone or Shakespeare or whatever, you can deliver the story. I mean, it's not easier, but you have words, you have your tools that you can use them and deliver the story to the audience. But without using words and deliver a dramatic story, with also some comedic elements and with a crescendo of a tragedy, it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all.
I have a chat question coming in from an Ioannis-Icarus. I guess that sounds like a Greek name to me.
Yes.
He is asking, how well-timed are ancient Greek myths, such as the myth of Sisyphus nowadays? So I guess he wants to know how well-timed the play is, or how
the duration of the play.
Yeah, duration of the play.
Well, the duration of the play is about 40 minutes. It sounds just 40 minutes, but it's very, very intensive. And this is during the QA, that we had questions and answers with the audience. They were really impressed, and they kept asking me, I mean, how are you available to do the second performance? And then because it's really powerful, physically and above everything, and mentally, because as I told you, you have to deliver this tragic story without using words, and without exaggerate, your pain or whatever, your loneliness, because it's theater. It's like a real thing. And Sisyphus is a very powerful symbol and metaphor of this internal effort that every human being does in life, facing this Shakespearean dilemma and question to be part of the game of life or to not be part of the game of life. And our approaching, and then Elpida, she will say more things about that. It starts like a game, like you're a child and everything is nice and you enjoy that because it's a game, but then it is transformed into hell, and from hell to tragedy, and it's really powerful. And then you have two choices: either to accept the rules of life, like to be part of the game, or to stand up with full of dignity and say, no, enough is enough. At least this is the way that I approach my character and my role doing my homework.
Right. It's daily life.
Yes.
It's daily life of your choices
that
you make, and the choices of moving forward, giving up. Moving forward or giving up, right?
Well, for example, some French philosophers approach Sisyphus in a different way that I approach my character. So they break it. Well, for them, it's like this, a symbol of life, of doing something in a daily basis, or you have something to do. So when you have something to do, and there is a mobility, then there is life. Yeah, but what kind of life? What quality of life? You prefer that torture in your choice? Well done. Or you prefer to stand up and say no, and whatever is that. So it's like the coin with the two options.
Okay.
So that's the one way of reading the story, but the other way, that was the way that I approached my character of Sisyphus.
Interesting.
That's the beauty of art. I mean, of freedom of the freedom, huh?
The freedom. The freedom. No freedom of speech, just the freedom.
Yes. Of everything.
Let me back up. Let me back up just one moment, and let the audience know that Sisyphus came to Los Angeles, a U.S. premiere, I will say, with Elpida Skouphalou. They performed at Theater 40 in Beverly Hills for the Special Olympics. All proceeds, 100% proceeds, went to the Special Olympics.
From my side and my
director side. So that is amazingly gave back to the Special Olympics. I heard some of the candidates in the Olympics, some of the kids showed up and surprised you.
That was one of the most beautiful moments in my life. It was, a beautiful surprise that, a play that we dedicate to the Special Olympic athletes, and like 20 of them, they were on there. And of course, I called them to come on stage. And my God, it was so beautiful. This purity of love and innocent on stage. The rest is just, you know, our vanity or our ambitions. But those people, it's a live example of how we must be as human beings. We have to use them as an example how we have to be on stage or in life. So the rest, Sisyphus, Shakespeare, Hollywood or Broadway or theater, beautiful. Yes, it's life, it's a part of life. But the foundation of everything is love, sharing, respect, and purity, innocent. Yes. That's amazing. And thank you, special Olympic athletes, the Americans, the Greeks, all over the world, that they honor us to when they came to see the performance.
I think that's beautiful.
Yes,
just in itself was
beautiful
to hear, and that you would do that. If there were more people like that, like yourself.
You know, it's good when you do that performance. I mean, this is something that I will have literally in my mind in the upcoming performances. I mean, it's nothing to dedicate and donate your first performance to something, to the Special Olympic athletes, to the old people or people that are suffering with cancer. I mean, it's a very it's
love. It's sharing love. It's the humanity.
Yes,
exactly. I think we are trying to Skype in with Elpida. Yes, at the moment.
Athens.
Athens. I'm so wish I was there.
Birthplace of democracy, Athens. Huh? Yeah. Couple of things now with the crisis, with financial crisis, but you know, we're strong enough to face it, and we're gonna make it. I mean, you know, economy comes and goes.
Calls the audience.
Yeah, just tell them we're gonna be right back.
We're gonna take a moment, and we'll be right back with Elpida.
Cut.
Oh my God, I had a cough so bad.
We're still live. Okay, we're still live on the webcams. So we're gonna play some musical chairs.
Yep.
Okay.
This way.
Rise. Yeah. So step down from the stage. Watch your head. Watch your step. We're gonna just shift these chairs around so we can get Elpida in the picture. All right.
I love that. Everything's live.
Yep. No secrets here.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything.
Oh no.
You need help?
No, I'm good.
All right.
We have specific ways we gotta set this thing up. Hi, Elpida. We're just getting you.
I cannot see you. I see myself.
Yeah, we're getting you into the picture.
Okay. Is that fine with the lights?
Yes. Now it is. Yes, much better.
Let me get more decent. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some camera checks
Yeah.
to make sure
Yes.
that.
How about the voice? That sounds fine.
The sound sounds great.
Yeah, you sound great. All right. Let's see. What do we look like on camera?
So a few minutes more, and
All right.
we will be with you, Elpida. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And actually, they can hear
Just
us.
continue
Yeah.
continue to Periscope.
Hi.
Yeah, keep
How are
this
your friends right
Periscope
now?
going.
Hello, Mama. I love
They
you.
can see you.
Papa, my brother, my sisters, my little babies there, my nephews.
Say hi to my mom. Hi to Stephanie's mom.
Hi, Stephanie's mom. She's gorgeous.
Okay,
She's
Steph,
clever.
can you have a seat right there, Stephanie?
Yes, I will.
Stephanie,
Just make sure you're in camera one. I know you're in camera one, but just hold on one moment. All right. Okay, Steph, step down from the stage.
Okay.
Shift things about a little more. Bring you into the scene.
The audience is lucky because for now they have a behind the scenes live
Okay.
show.
Go ahead and sit down there,
But this
Stephanie.
does go into an edited show
Yes.
for review later.
I may need to bring. Oh, well, I think you're good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt camera one. You're definitely in camera two. And let's tilt camera one so we got a complete picture.
Behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah. You have this extraordinary privilege.
It's quite amazing.
Yes. Brilliant. I would have had a cup of tea.
I know.
I know. Well, when we get our cups, our Watch Hollywood cups,
Oh, then we can
we'll
have
invite
a
you
drink.
back
But
on
for
the
now,
show.
we'll just. Did you want
bottled
some
water.
pictures? Would you like a bottle of water? Do we have one
Can we
for?
get?
Just a bottle of water.
Yeah,
and
sure.
one will be great.
Okay, I'll get you one.
Water.
Water.
It was also, you know, a part of our performance in Sisyphus. That was a powerful. I mean,
Okay.
I saw.
trying
Yes.
to reach the water.
The bottle of
The
water.
bottle of water.
Yes.
That was the, you know, the crescendo.
Do you feel like you're in Sisyphus right now?
Well, I'll be thirsty.
Water.
Help us.
Isn't that wrong?
I'll be the water, please. Well, it's cool.
Yes, please, thank you.
Cheers, water.
That's like Sisyphus. He can't get
She
it.
opened it for you.
I'll bring my clean also. I here.
Cheers to our audience.
Cheers.
To Elpida, to Greece. And
Cheers, and to
to the
you.
people here. And to you.
Cheers, Elpida.
Cheers, Elpida.
It's an honor
And to
having you.
Greece.
Cheers.
And to the United States.
Water.
Oh,
All right.
wonderful. Thank you. Woo.
Camera 2.
I was parched. Bored.
Well, because of the
It
light.
felt like
lights.
I felt like I'm in a marathon.
All right.
Beautiful.
Camera 2. All right. Everyone's in camera 2. Camera 1 is a go.
Yep.
All right. 2, 1, 3. Great. All right. So we're going to get back in the recording mode.
Elpida,
Now,
how's the
yes.
how's the weather there? How's the weather in Greece?
It's quite hot. It rained a little, a little storm. I think it's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
It's winter, a bit.
It's winter in Greece.
No, it's a joke.
No, I was like, really?
But it rained a bit. Okay, we just had a little
Rain.
water.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Well, it's pretty much the temperature in Greece. I mean, in Athens, like here in Los Angeles.
It's about 32 degrees
Which
during
is
the day.
94 Fahrenheit.
28
Ooh.
to leave.
Oh, it's pretty hot.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
I prefer the temperature in Los Angeles.
Because it's more
I
dry.
prefer the temperature,
It's more
but
dry.
not the air condition. I mean, we're in our
You know,
floor.
here in Los Angeles, everything is, you know, in air conditions. Wherever you go,
Uh-huh.
you need like an extra
To
jacket.
go into places, yes.
No, outside it's hot. I mean, nice and warm, and inside you need a winter jacket to cover
You
your body.
can catch pneumonia here.
Yeah, either in the movie theater or in the theater or in supermarkets. I mean,
I always have a sweater.
Yes, you need
I
to.
seem to be always cold.
Yeah,
it's
All right.
ridiculous.
We're going to start recording. Welcome back. Camera's rolling. And action.
Hi, and welcome back to WatchHollywood.tv, the internet's talk show. We have Elpida Skouphalou, the director of Sisyphus, with us via Skype from Athens. Hello. Yay.
Hi.
Love to be with you, but next time I promise I will be live on the show.
Oh, we hope so.
Even
We would
better.
love, yeah, it would even be better. We would love to have you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
did not gain any weight from the time I left, so I exercised a bit.
She's hard.
Okay, but
She's
half a
hard.
kilo. Okay, but no more.
Hello, Elpida. How are you?
Hello, Stefany.
Nice to have you with us.
Everybody is asking me why Ioannis and why not somebody else. Shall I answer that question or not?
Will you please? Because that was actually one of my questions.
Okay. You know what? I believe that an actor is always a volcano ready to explode. And this is the real talent. So when working with actors, you look forward to that. You don't look forward to a mountain, you look forward to a volcano. Ioannis, as you can perceive, he's in very good shape, he has an excellent body, and he can do everything with his body. The thing and the talent of Ioannis is the mind. In order to be a good actor and do the characters, do the roles, you need to have a mind and a soul which can be transformed. And this is the important thing with Ioannis. It's not the body, it's the mind.
Yeah, but parentheses, I had a great director / teacher, Elpida Skouphalou. We know each other for many years, and she's very tough, and this is what I like in her. She's really, really tough. We are friends outside of the stage, outside of theater, but she's really, really tough, and I can trust her 100%. So she literally takes everything that I had from inside me, from my heart, from my soul, and can bring them on stage. So I can trust her 100%. It's like I told you, it's an ensemble of work.
Your core support.
Well, I couldn't do Sisyphus without her. I couldn't be an Olympian athlete without my coach. I couldn't perform that well without Elpida. So thank you, Elpida.
Bravo!
Bravo! You killed me.
How long has your relationship been together? I read that you did Sisyphus in London in 2012, correct?
Yes, during the Cultural Olympics, yes.
Oh, okay. So is that when you first built your relationship, or?
No, a relationship. I fell in love with Ioannis 20 years ago. I mean, 18 years ago. So it goes
she means
very far. I mean, the first one that we did together was Icarus in the ancient theater of Delphi. Actually, I don't watch a lot of TV, but like 18 years ago, I was watching TV and I just saw Ioannis performing something for the Olympics, and I said, this will be my next Icarus. My brother told me, are you nuts? I mean, this guy is an athlete. Is he going to work with somebody who starts, directing? I said, yes, because he has a spirit. And that's how we got together.
And in that time,
in order to work with somebody, it's important to be in love with him, because the important thing in theater is to find a way to reveal the internal beauty of a person. So the love is always you watch the eyes of the other, and this is the way. It's a nice way to work with somebody.
Love and trust.
Love and trust.
Love and trust. Yeah.
Is this when you met? Were you just watching him as an athlete? Were you just an athlete? Were you not yet into?
But, you know, most of the people, they say, well, as I told you before, it is artistic gymnastics. It's not just a sport. You know, you have done many years of classical ballet.
Yes.
So once that you do classical ballet, it's not just you're strong as an athlete. You can dance gracefully, and all this artistry that you have inside you with the right people, with the right directors that they know their job very well, then you can work together and you can share all these beautiful things, and then they can just bring them on stage. But I deeply believe that everybody has an artistry inside them.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Some less, some more. Yeah.
When you said this is the guy, was that your first meeting? How was that introduction?
No. I just saw him on TV. I go very often to the archaeological museum, and in our culture, I adore Santorini's. There are some ancient bodies, some ancient statues. So Ioannis was like an ancient statue in life.
I'd like to hear it again, but I pretend that I got that. Let's be humble.
You better, because you know what not only in the Greek ancient philosophy, but also in the Sufism, what the great poets say, that the body is a door which opens and the way to the beauty. So we start from there, and you find the path to reveal the internal beauty.
So when did the exact introduction happen?
In 1997.
1997.
Yeah. 18 years ago.
Okay. Or how did that
You
take?
know,
It was in
it was quite a tough cookie, because it took me like 3 months to persuade him to.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I want to know how this happened.
But I'm a tough cookie also.
Yeah, so I hear. So when you met him, then let's talk about the journey together. Let's talk about
Yes.
when you knew what you wanted and you went after it. And what was the convincing moment? What was the moment that Ioannis was like, I'm in. We're going to do this.
You know, but in order to say yes, there's not a convincing moment. I think that always in art and in business also, you have to trust and risk, and you have to believe this is art. You don't believe the words, you believe what is behind the words. So I had things in mind. Also, Ioannis, he saw something in me, or he believed something behind my words, and we started our journey. That was it. You need more things.
Well, it's the match. It's you know, the match. And when the proposal or the idea is powerful, and two brains can connect it, then you know everything starts with a little
fall
fire.
into place, and then it starts to fall into place as it should. Let's talk about Sisyphus. Let's talk about without words.
You know what? Sisyphus was a great experience in Los Angeles. To tell you the truth, I did, because in London it was a great success. The European audiences can understand play, but I was not sure because it was not a Tennessee Williams play, a David Mamet's play. No, it was something without words. So kids would understand or would like the play.
But they loved it.
But you know, theater is always theater, and good theater is always good theater. So that worked.
And so your character is based on you actually cheat the gods. You cheat death. Actually, you cheat death, which is cheating the gods.
Well, yeah, because once that you cheat, I mean, death, then basically is a big question if there is God, because if you become immortal without gods, I mean, at least this is the way that I'm reading the story, then why we have to have, gods? Because most of the religious based on the fear of death. So if there is death, then you have to believe to my God, Jesus, or Muhammad, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So then I can manipulate your opinion. So the more fear you have, the easiest is to manipulate your brain. But the more knowledge you have, you're fearless. So if you're fearless, well, I have to believe in God. Or why I can question mark, there is God or no God? I mean,
because you're not going to die.
Oh, well, yes.
You're not going to die, and there's no God to tell you that.
Yeah, yes, so that means that you're not the God that you want me to believe on you, but I'm the one that I'm ruling my life.
So a 40-minute play without words, being punished by the gods,
yes.
And it shows the torture, the pain, the agony, and also the
with comedian. So there's some comedian elements as well.
Cheat death, yes. and how you go about. I mean, you have to put every single emotion outside of yourself.
Well, I can say more about it because there is a moment. Tell us for Sisyphus. Are you there?
Yes, I would like to say yes that the important we did not work only the action on stage. The important thing was interpretation, the action, the action. So it was the universe that he could create behind the words. And this is very interesting for every actor. When I go to theater, I go for the trip, I go for the journey, and the actor has to create a universe, and I travel with him. So we worked a lot on that. Something else that I would like to say is that the importance of myth. Los Angeles is a city that adores myths. It's Hollywood. I mean, people,
that's true.
You know what?
No, literally.
People need to have a solution, to have another interpretation beyond their everyday lives. So, because people search for a meaning more than the everyday life, more than work. This is the necessity of myth. This is why myths are still alive. Yeah, this is why the Greek ancient philosophy, because we need myths. Sisyphus is the myth of the circle coming together and together. You know, there is a beautiful film, Thomas Crown Affair, and a very beautiful song, The Windmills of My Mind, which talks about the circles. In this performance, we're talking about the circle of life, the way, you know, of trying. I will lose and I will try again and again, because the meaning of life is life itself.
Yeah, yeah. You couldn't have said it better. That's it.
Yeah, guys, Superman. We have Hercules. You know, yes, it's yeah. Myths are necessary in our lives.
We like the little fairy tales and stuff. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, fairy tales, but you know, there is a truth underneath. There is a truth underneath, because you know, we the human beings, create these those characters, those myths, because they are inside us. That's why we connected with the theater. We go to see a play because there is a connection between the audience and the actors, and above everything, the playwright who writes the plays. We see part of our characters through through the actors that transform and transfer this message of theater.
And your audience in Los Angeles was astounding.
The audience was great. It was
amazing,
as you say, Los Angeles, awesome.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yes, and very well educated, really well educated.
I worked a lot in Los Angeles. And you know what? When I said it's a city that believes in myths, I'm telling you about, let's say, Venice Beach. Okay, there is the Muscle Beach. No worries about it. I mean, people need to believe in something. And also in Los Angeles, people travel all the time. There is downtown LA. There is West Hollywood.
And you're smiling people.
Melrose. But in Los Angeles,
we love you guys.
You can see myths walking every day. And I'm not talking about stars. No, people who want to be others, because they need that. They need the transformation. So I think it's very flexible. I mean, Los Angeles is a city very flexible to myths, even in clubs. Although Ioannis did not take me to the club, but
after the performance.
Anyway, but there is this mythology. I mean, you have to look to these things.
How long were you?
They're very important.
How long were you in Los Angeles?
Just 3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks.
Not one more, so just.
And when are you returning?
Well, I'm gypsy by choice.
We do the performance again, and I would love to.
Yes.
I really love LA. Although I'm not going to swim there, but I love walking. I love driving.
Well, some little fishes.
This beautiful house, I'm going to come. Only in David. I'm not staying other place in Los Angeles. No, really, I'd love to come.
I mean, this was a very small production. It wasn't even full production for this, and it was a two-day showing.
Yeah, so we're literally trying to do the full production.
So do we have maybe any insight if we're coming back?
I think Ioannis is working on that. People were satisfied, so we'll give a big try because I
In full production.
Yes.
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 And
Yeah,
we found
sure.
that, I mean, the audience, they really loved it. And there were, people that they love theater, people from the theater, people from the industry, directors. We had film directors. We had Randall Plazer was there, Valerie Messalas was there, Chuck, the director of the movie Musk, was there.
Oh,
So we really, the ambassador of Greece was there. I mean, there are people that they love theater, people from the theater, people from the industry. And as Elpida just said, we were not in New York or in San Francisco or in London, so we're expecting that the people in Los Angeles, they love more movies or TV. No, this is another myth. People love in Los Angeles love theater, and they do love a good theater that can provoke the brain, and it was a beautiful experience. And yes, guys, we promise you we'll come back.
And Sisyphus is just that, actually. Sisyphus has, you got rave reviews on what an art performance, what an excellent art performance piece that was.
That was great, after all this effort that I and Elpida, and we literally, it was a lot of effort backstage to perform the Sisyphus here in Los Angeles, and receiving these amazing reviews. And from the Broadway world,
yes.
From this excellent critic review that says that it was a masterpiece, or an excellent piece of art.
An excellent piece of art.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, we don't do theater for the reviewers. We don't do theater. I mean, at least we do theater because it's a need. I love theater, but those people, when they can connect with you and they give this great review, it's a beautiful erotic match. Don't take me wrong, but it's in a philosophical way of this eroticism. It's the perfect match. Audience, critics, and director, actor. It's a perfect match. Yeah.
Do you have any intention? This was your U.S. premiere, correct? This was your only showing in the U.S. Thus far.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
But not the full production.
Yes, just the small production. Just
yeah.
for the on behalf of the Special Olympics.
Yeah, we did some changes because we had limitations, as Elpida knows, so it was not the full production. So we are willing, and we most probably will do it.
Do you have an intention to come to San Francisco or to go to New York or?
She's from San Francisco. That's why she's asking.
Yeah, no, I'd love to go to San Francisco. Look, we're very open. And also, Ioannis and crazy, very adventurous, and very flexible. So we'd love to, because especially Los Angeles is very open, and theater is a form of art which always very alive and can change. Yes. That's why I love theater.
I am so honored to have you both here today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm somewhat speechless because you guys are so amazing. I hope that Sisyphus comes to Los Angeles. Personally, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you both, but I'm going to be on you to get this done in Los Angeles.
All right.
Find you a theater.
Yes.
If anybody out there hears that.
A scoop of ice cream in San Francisco.
And say that again?
Say it again.
We'll have a scoop of ice cream in San Francisco.
After the performance in San Francisco.
After the performance, and we'll walk across the Golden Gate Bridge just for kicks with our ice cream.
Nice.
Yes?
I've never been there. Yes.
Yes, we must do all of those beautiful things. Thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you everybody out there joining us on Watch Hollywood. This is the 6th episode of the Internet's Talk Show. I'm Stefany Baclaan signing off. Thank you very much.
Bye everybody. Bye. Thank you. Woo! Yeah. We're champions. We're champions.
That was awesome.
And
you see?
Cut that live air.
Oh no, live feed keeps going. Party.
Live feed, and we are off.
We're
We're still live.
the
No,
live
we're still live.
feed.
We're still live, guys.
Can we grab a couple
Thank
pictures with
everyone.
Elpida, please?
Oh yeah,
Do you
sure.
mind?
Absolutely.
We're going to take some photos with you in the back so we have you
Yes.
with us.
But just because I don't see anything, just
Oh.
a minute.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't worry. Just face your camera, face the screen of your laptop, and you look beautiful.
Yeah, if you just stay there and smile, we'll take a picture. Yeah.
Yes, yes, like Gioconda with Mona Lisa. All right. With your, so you're gonna send all these pictures. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so we're
Oh yeah. It's gonna be. It's all over
All right.
Instagram. We got an Instagram. You don't have Instagram.
I'm
not
setting
yet,
you
but
up.
I will. Yes.
This guy.
Yeah.
I'm setting him up. I have a fake Jonas.
Stefany, thank you very much for everything.
You're very welcome. And when you do come into Los Angeles, we will definitely have you on the show. So please let us know when your next visit is.
Okay, please
And-
invite him. Just one scoop of ice cream. Just one scoop.
Only one? Only one a day? No,
Or per hour?
say cheese, Elpida. We're all taking a group
Thank you very
photo.
much. Thank
tell
you.
her to say cheese.
Tell her to stay. Don't get
Don't
anywhere.
don't go anywhere.
Say or what? And kisses? What's up later?
Elpida, perimene. No, wait. Just say cheese for the next, 30 seconds.
Just cheese.
Yeah.
Smile.
So we take some photos.
Kiss.
Cheese. All right. Can we cut the live feed?
Or feta cheese. Big feta cheese, huh?
Nice.
Feta
I'm so
cheese.
hungry.
Okay, guys. Great.
All right.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Elpida.
Thanks again,
Have a
guys,
good
for joining
weekend.
us on
Bye.
WatchHollywood.tv. Internet's talk
Elpida.
show. Stefany Baclaan.
And
Ioannis.
me.
And me.
Elpida. Ardell over there.
Hi.
And we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for the next podcast.
Peace, guys.
Bye. Oh, check us out on Facebook.com/Watch Hollywood. You can check us out on Twitter. That's twitter.com, or @watch_Hollywood. And just search Google Watch Hollywood. You'll find it.
Instagram @Watch Hollywood.
There you go. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
That's fun.